What do you want an 18-year-old for who just graduated high school? Personally, be real okay for having a face-to-face conversation with you. Next case on the docket is a disturbing case, especially off the heels of the R. Kelly sentencing. This particular pastor had a couple of words to say to his congregation about his new wife.
I wish some of y'all would mess with my wife, Jordan. Talking about what you gonna do if you see her. Well, you will see me on the news, cause that's my wife.
Okay, we're gonna stop this right here. I'm gonna give you a little bit more, but let me say this. The fact that you have married an 18-year-old and you are 60 should already be an indicator that you're out of pocket, homie. What do you want an 18-year-old for who just graduated high school? You have nothing whatsoever in common with this little girl. Because that's what she is. She a little girl. She ain't no grown woman. I don't care what you say, sir. She's 18. And the fact that your congregation is sitting out there yelling is another subject we're going to get into in just a second. Give me some more evidence in this case.
And she grown. She didn't need nobody to sign no paperwork for her. Now, if this was out in the streets, y'all be saying she made a come up. I'm telling you now, don't let the devil fool you. Because I ain't the one to play with.
I think I've pretty much heard all the evidence I need to hear in this case to make a decision on this. Sir, first let me say this. This is another example of the hypocrisy of religion. The fact that this man can stand in front of y'all and talk about having married this 18-year-old and justify it, talk about she grown and she to sign paperwork, and you cheer him on and yeah and amen this, it just lets me know how far removed a lot of you religious nuts are. The fact that you think it is okay for this man to have married a girl that went to the school that is associated with this church. So for him to marry her as soon as she turned 18 lets everybody know that clearly he has already established a relationship with this girl before she ever turned 18. That is clear. Now maybe he had not taken it physical or anything like this right here, but clearly he had groomed this girl to be ready to marry him at 18. That is that. And the fact that y'all are sitting in church and this is okay further infuriates the court to think this is okay. See, this is how these babies are not protected. These are how these babies don't get the cover that they are supposed to get because you sit in here and let this man, simply for the fact that he's a pastor, get a pass. This is the same thing that they do in the Catholic churches. This is the same thing that has been done in many circles. These men who have these prestigious positions are able to get away with these things simply for the fact that everybody put them on this pedestal and somehow magically these things that they are doing become okay. But they're not okay. Ain't nothing right about it, ain't nothing cool with it, and ain't nothing okay about it. Sir, I find you guilty of being a pedophile. I find you guilty of being a predator. And you say if you run up on them, you going to jail, you want to sue it. Sir, this is I can't advocate violence because that would be right for the court to do. But I tell you what, I don't know about nobody else, but I personally be real okay with having a face-to-face conversation with you about having married this 18-year-old. And then we'll let whatever the Lord wants to happen in that conversation. Next case! It seems like this was the last case on the docket. So if there's no further business with the court for the day, we can adjourn.